girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And that's that, period. Okay? Hola, hola Pinchy losers, hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. If you are new to my channel, hola, ¿cómo tú estás? And if you've been here for a while, hola, ¿cómo tú estás? So en el video de hoy, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the pieces and accessories that I think are super crucial and super important to add to your fall winter wardrobe. I'm basically going to be giving you guys styling tips and styling advice, and also some visuals and some inspo on just things that I feel like are essential to your fall winter wardrobe. So I'm really excited about today's video. I get to be y'all little personal stylist or whatever. Anyways, yeah, that's what today's video is going to be. If you guys want to see today's video, then just keep on watching. But before you do, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I did my hair like this just for y'all today, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it stressed me the hell out, so you better subscribe, because I put my hair in a half up, half down, and if you know anything about doing your hair, half up, half downs be difficult as hell, okay? Especially with curly hair, so y'all better subscribe. Anyways, I can be a little aggressive, I guess, but anyways, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I promise I'm not that crazy, not all the time at least, but yeah, let's just get into today's video. So like I said, today's video is basically going to be a styling and fit inspo type of video. I also have some notes in my notes section so that I don't forget like everything that I want to talk about, and I will try to have visuals obviously on the screen, because I feel like it would just be too much for me to just blabber and talk to y'all without giving y'all a visual. So I will have somewhere on the screen screenshots, videos, whatever, pictures of either myself or things that I found off of like Google and Pinterest to give you guys kind of that fit inspo so that you guys get a visual. So first things first, I'm gonna start with color schemes that are good for fall winter and like patterns and textures. So starting off with color schemes, when you think fall and winter, you think darker colors, or at least I do. So when I think about fall especially, I think about all the neutral and earthy tones. For example, all the colors that are in my shirt right now: browns, blacks, whites, creams, nudes, all those earthy tones, those Kim and Kanye tones is what I call them. But also I tend to think of the colors of the leaves, because obviously in fall, autumn, and otoño, that's how you say fall in Spanish, fall of the season at least, otoño, el otoño. I'll probably have a spelling on the screen so you guys can see. Spanish word of the day. But anyways, in the fall, I try to think about the leaves as well. So the colors of the leaves change. So there's obviously green, but there's also reds and burgundies and yellows and mustard yellow. And I think I already said green and oranges. So that type of, those type of tones, but usually when, especially when it comes to the reds, oranges, and yellows, I feel like, and the greens, it's more of like a, what do you say, like mustard yellow and like muted kind of like darker tones or darker versions of those colors. So like a more, like I said, a mustard yellow, burgundy for orange, more like a burnt kind of fall color orange, but it could also be as bright as a pumpkin. It could be pumpkin orange, it could be whatever. So those are the types of tones and colors that I think of. So when you're thinking about what to add to your wardrobe, really for any season, think about the colors that you see during that season. Think about the outside, think about the nature. What do you see? I actually feel like that's a good place to really get your inspo. And like I said, the browns, the neutral tones are definitely fall, because you see that. I feel like you see that a lot. Now for winter, you could definitely transfer some of those fall colors into the winter. It's still gonna work, but I feel like winter is more like, when I think of winter, I think of more like black, whites, or like off-whites, creams, ivories, those type of colors, and blue, like that icy blue. I definitely think more of like those icy bright type of colors, like a bright blue, white, think of like snow and stuff like that. Now, in terms of patterns and textures, I would say leather. Leather is definitely a fall staple. It could also be used in the winter as well, but it's definitely a fall staple. The fuzzy and like fur, that's definitely something that's more geared towards, I feel like the fur at least is geared more towards winter in my opinion, but it's definitely going into the fall season as well. A lot of these can be mixed, combina, you know, interchangeable. That teddy material, if you don't know what teddy material is, it basically is like a teddy bear, like it looks like a teddy bear. So it's that it's just like, and that's the best way I could explain it. It's like a teddy bear. It looks like a teddy bear. It's like a teddy material. It's not necessarily fur or fuzzy, but it is that kind of warm, fuzzy type of feel. Like I said, I'll insert pictures so you guys see what I'm talking about. Plaids and flannels, obviously exhibit A. I mean, it is winter time, but this is definitely still something I can wear in the winter time. But this is to me more geared towards like fall, like apple picking and pumpkin picking, like those fall activities. So plaids and flannels are definitely a wonderful pattern to have, especially during the fall time, but of course you can get away with it in the winter time as well. So as I mentioned, leather is one of the like patterns or textures that are really like good for the fall winter time to add to your wardrobe. So for leather, it could be a leather coat or jacket. I do have this long leather like trench coat from Shein. I just did a Shein haul. I'll have that link down below. You guys can see that. I also might put a picture of either myself or someone else wearing a leather jacket on the screen so that you guys can see. But yeah, a leather coat or jacket, especially a leather trench coat, it's really gonna give, okay? It's really gonna give. You can have a leather skirts. Leather skirts are definitely in, it could be like a leather pencil skirt or something a little bit more flared. I have both versions of that. Leather pants, I just started getting into leather pants and I think I wanna buy more because there's a certain type of cut that I want the ankle part to have, and that is actually very important. Depending on the cut of your leather pants at the ankle will really determine what type of shoes you can put it with, because some of them you can put it with sneakers, but it has to be a certain way. It has to be a certain cut. I don't know how to explain it, so that's why I will have visuals so that you guys can see. Also, leather pants obviously go with like heels and stuff like that. And shoes, leather shoes, like leather boots. It could be leather booties, which I have, leather over the knee boots, and that type of stuff. So those are basically, that's like all the items that you could get that are leather, just to give you some inspo of how to add little pieces of leather to your wardrobe. But another material that is definitely appropriate for fall winter time is suedes and velvets. I know you guys know what that is. I don't really think suede and velvet is like, or at least velvet is necessarily as in as it used to be. I feel like when I was in like high school or something, it was very like in, especially for the winter time. But it's definitely something that you could still, you know, add to your wardrobe and still wear. So don't forget about your velvets and your suedes. But anyways, going back to the leather, I wrote down here that leather goes with pretty much anything, whether you get leather pants, especially leather pants. Leather pants go with just about anything. It could dress something up or even kind of make it like not super casual, but pretty casual. But it pretty much goes with anything. You could put blazers with it. You could put sneakers, like I said, depending on the cut of the pants, boots, heels, a corset, and etc. It just goes with so many different things. Next thing on the list are cardigans, dusters, and trench coats. If you don't know what a duster is, it's basically a long ass cardigan. I'll insert a picture. But cardigans, of course, in really any color, but I typically have cardigans in like, I think I have a white color, I think I have a brown color, and then also black. Those are the main colors that I wear, so those are the main colors that I have. About it is sometimes in the fall, you know, you might want to wear a dress or something, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you have a long like past the knee dress where it goes either to like your ankle or it stops just right before your ankle, like a midi or like a long dress, you could wear a cardigan or a duster that's like the same length as a dress, if not longer. So basically you could still wear the dress, but you could also keep warm, obviously. So I think that type of style looks really, really good. I've seen a bunch of those on like Fashion Nova and stuff like that. It's like I said, it's kind of hard to explain, so I'll make sure to have visuals. But I think if you want to get away with wearing a dress during the fall and winter time, definitely put a little duster or even a trench coat or something to make yourself feel warm. Now for the trench coat, that can be really any material. There's teddy material trench coats. I'll insert a photo. There's leather trench coats. There's like just regular like material. I don't know what kind of material, but like regular trench coats. Also, cardigans, dusters, and trench coats, basically your outerwear. Here's a tip. Your outerwear is a great place to add color to your wardrobe, especially to the fall winter wardrobe, because like I said, the main colors of fall winter are just very like neutral, earthy, dark tones. But if you want to step it up a notch and stuff like that, your outerwear, which is basically like jackets, trench coats, dusters, all that type of stuff, is basically a great place to add color. So you could have like a pretty neutral outfit and then put like a green trench coat or a green teddy coat or a pink, even a pink coat or like a red coat or something like that to give that nice fall or even winter pop of color. It just adds something if you don't want to be too neutral, too Kim and Kanye-esque, you know what I'm saying? Next thing here are sweaters, sweatshirts, and sweatpants. Obviously, that is probably one of my favorite parts about fall winter time, is that I get to wear sweatpants and not sweat my ass off. I get to wear sweaters, that cozy season, that cozy cuddly feeling. So obviously you can get these in any type of style. Sweatpants and sweatsuits, you can really just throw them on and make them just casual, put them with some sneakers or some slides, or you could, I wouldn't say dress it up, but you could really make it look effortlessly cool. That is the word. You can make them look oh my god, effortlessly cool. You can make them look cool. For example, you could just wear like sweatpants with some beat up old sneakers just to go to the grocery store, to go to Walmart, right? Or you could dress it up. For example, I have some Yeezys, so I could wear sweatpants and then put my Yeezys, you know, mix that, you know, budget with the designer a little bit to kind of just really elevate the look and make it look effortlessly cool, and that like cool streetwear kind of look. There's this girl that I follow on Instagram. She wears sweatpants almost all the time, but she really knows how to make it look cool and still very fashionable. I'll probably have her Instagram or whatever, something on the screen, whatever, and some inspo pics. But sweatpants can be, and sweatsuits can be, a really good way to not just be like comfortable, but it doesn't have to be boring. You could dress it up, put it with some designer shoes or like a designer coat or something to really just, there's a way to make it look really nice and funky, fresh, cool, streetwear. You know, I'm not doing too much, but I'm doing just enough type of vibe. Anyways, the next thing I have here are scarves, shawls, and ponchos. Scarves, yeah, I know what a scarf is. La bufanda, that's how you say scarf in Spanish. Not only are they a way to keep you warm, but it's a really nice way to just kind of elevate the look, and especially for females, give you this like really like bougie type of vibe. It could be a cheap scarf, it could be a designer scarf, a designer poncho, a designer shawl. I know Louis Vuitton and probably some other brands, YSL, make really nice scarves and shawls and things for women. And I don't know, I just really like those. It could really elevate your look, especially if you're just having like a plain look, but then you have like a YSL monogram scarf or something on. It definitely like brings it up a notch. It's just the same thing as mixing like Yeezys with sweatpants. It just like takes it there, takes it up a notch. But obviously not everybody can afford that, so it does not have to be designer. It could be anything, as long as it looks cute and is comfortable and keeps you warm. It doesn't matter. But that was the aesthetic that I had in my mind. So the next thing I have here is basically related to outerwear, so I should have put it together, my bad. But fur coats and also fur accessories. So I do have this white fur coat that I got from Rainbow Shops. I think I featured it in like a collective haul, but I'll show it to you guys. It's a white fur coat, but I definitely want to get a black one or even like a brown one or something. But definitely fur coats, that's more of a winter thing in my opinion. And fur coats, just like whether it's real fur or not, it just makes you look so good and so bougie. I don't know, I just be feeling so empowered, like I have so much money when I wear a fur coat, even though I don't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It takes me from me to Kylie Jenner in 2.5. Like, I don't know, it just gives the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So fur coat, especially a white or black fur coat, gotta have that in your wardrobe. I mentioned fur accessories. So I do have this fur purse. I'll have it somewhere on the screen. It's not really fur, it's actually more of like a teddy type of material, and I have two jackets to match perfectly with it. But basically, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like fur accessories, or at least fur purses, have been in lately, whether it's like a teddy material or actual like fuzzy fur. So definitely adding that to your wardrobe will definitely just, you know, make things cute and bougie, and also just spice it up a little bit. It just gives a little extra something cute, you know what I'm saying? I would recommend though, if you are going to wear a fur coat, I wouldn't wear a fur purse with it, if that makes sense. I would kind of separate it. So if you're gonna choose to wear the fur coat, that's gonna be your statement piece. Don't do anything else that has fur on it. unless it's like your boots or something. So another thing that I feel like is very important for your fall winter wardrobe, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a basic bitch, low-key, I really just love my basics, but basics are definitely your friends for the fall winter season. I mean, they're your friends all year round, all 4 seasons, okay? But definitely during the fall winter season, having your basics, y'all know what that is. Basics, like I said earlier, the color schemes, so black, white, browns, gray, nude, all those type of earthy, neutral, dark tones, those are going to be your friends. The best thing that I can think of right now off the top of my head are Skims and Naked Wardrobe. Obviously there are other brands out there and other places where you could just get some regular basics. Hell, you could get stuff from Walmart, okay, or even Target that have basics. But your basic sets, or things that you put together as sets, your basic tops, basic bodysuits, whether they're long sleeve or short sleeve, basic shorts, but it's cold in the fall winter time, so I wouldn't wear shorts, but still, basic pants and leggings. So your basics, like I said, your blacks, your browns, your nudes, those earthy type of tones, definitely have basics. Everybody, even men, because I know I got some men on here. Men, you need basics too. Everybody needs basics, because then you could just elevate it with your outerwear or with a purse or a scarf or something. You could always like add to it and make it better, but having basics are essential in the fall winter time, in my opinion. So get you some basics, men and women, period. Next thing I have here, and if you are from New York, you already know what this is. Puffer coats. Okay, you need you a little puffer. I haven't had a puffer coat in a very long time. I need to get a new one. What kind of New Yorker does not have a puffer coat? AKA me. But puffer coats was everything. Okay, it's everything. If you are from New York, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not from New York, I don't know what to tell you, but you probably still know what I'm talking about. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't, and that's that, period. Okay, but anyways, basically puffer coats are just puffy ass coats. For girls, oftentimes they do have them cropped, or sometimes I like the ones that have strings where you can kind of tighten it and make it cropped. It just gives body and shape for the girls, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, obviously men wear puffer coats too, so there's that. I have these in an array of colors, but definitely black and brown or mustard, that type of yellow color is definitely a standard, with some Timbs and some jeans or some sneakers and even some nice little shoe boots. A puffer coat, baby, it's that ghetto chic streetwear, I'm that ish type stuff, you know what I'm saying? So get your little puffer coat. Okay, something that I cannot believe I almost completely forgot were sweater dresses. Sweater dresses are obviously an amazing way to still keep warm, but also still wear a dress and still be cute and sophisticated during the fall winter time. I love sweater dresses. I only own like 2 or 3 of them. I have a black one from Fashion Nova. It's a really nice thick material. I actually wore it for my graduation this past December. And I also have a brown one. Yeah, I have a brown one, and I don't know what color the other one is. Sweater dresses are definitely just a great way to, like I said, keep yourself warm, honey, okay? But still be able to wear a dress if you're really, really girly girl. And sweater dresses pretty much go with anything. You can wear them with heels. I would say for the fall winter time, I would wear them with like thigh high or knee high booties or something like that. So I think that kind of looks the best with sweater dresses, and maybe like a nice belt depending on the dress. So yeah, sweater dresses are definitely a fall winter wardrobe staple. I only have a few, but I definitely do recommend that. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is shoes. So what type of shoes do you wear in fall winter? We all know the answer to this. Basic answer is boots. Boots, whether it be shoe boots or Ugg boots, obviously, but taking it to more of like a fashionable sense. I know some like high-end brands like Fendi and stuff, they have like their own little snow boots, their own little boots type of stuff. So if you got that kind of coin, go get you one of those. I'm sure they have knockoffs and like cheaper versions from like Fashion Nova, Shein, anywhere, baby. So you know, those type of like fashionable moon boots, snow boots, the designer boots type of thing. It doesn't have to be designer though. Also too, if you are more of like a heels kind of girl, you can get any of those boots, whether it be in flats or, like I said, if you're a heels kind of girl, you can get them in heels. So some high heeled over the knee boots. I think everybody should have at least one of each, like I said, one of each that's either suede or leather, as well as one of each that's like a small heel and then maybe like a stiletto large heel, just depending on the look that you're going for. Especially with like a stiletto heel, it just takes it up a notch, it elevates it. And if you're a heel girl, I would definitely say pumps. You can definitely still wear like strappy and like open-toed shoes if you want, if that is what your heart desires, do it, okay? But like I said, I live in New York and it's cold. It's real cold over here. My little piggies, I'm not freezing my little piggies. We're not doing that. So I would say if you still want to get into that heels kind of vibe, pumps. Y'all know what pumps are. Pumps and stilettos. Basically closed-toed shoes are definitely going to not only keep your little piggies warm, but obviously still give you that heeled look, and it can still be very like sexy, very grown woman-ish. It just gives a very like sophisticated, casual grown woman type of vibe. So definitely if you're still into heels and you don't want to give up your heels in the fall winter, get you some pumps because it'll keep them piggies warm. Alrighty, pinchy losers, eso es todo para el video de hoy. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed. I hope you learned a lot. Hopefully, I hope you got a lot of tips, a lot of inspo, a lot of visuals. I really tried to come with the visuals so that you guys could really see what I'm talking about. And yeah, I hope everyone is safe, happy, healthy, and having a great start to the new year. And thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, better quality and quantity videos coming for y'all for 2022. I promise. I'm working on it. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you learned something today. And besitos a todos. Adios, mi gente. Ciao.